Hi, I'm Noah Lu. Today we see lots of problems like environmental pollution, poverty, or discrimination almost every day. And there are many people are trying to solve them. However, today I want to point out a problem exists in the academic field, an issue that also influences every individual. And what I want to do is to create a system that can provide openness, moral, and goodness to academia on a global scale. I call it OMG. Let me talk about two problems occurred in 2019 due to the lack of system like OMG. First one, in 2003, a Harvard cardiologist named Piero Anversa suggested that adults have a type of heart stem cell could regenerate damaged heart muscle. He published papers in both Nature and Cell and became famous. Countless researchers want to join his laboratory, and his thesis has become the foundation of the entire field. Doubts about Anversa's work arose in 2004 after other researchers failed to replicate his findings. However, Anversa has absolute power in his lab, and all those who question him will be fired immediately. In 2014, more and more doubts led Harvard to launch an academic self-examination. In 2015, Piero left Harvard. Meanwhile, there are already 125 patients have signed up for clinical study. In 2017, Harvard paid the US government $10 million as part of settlement of accusations. 2018, Harvard completed the investigation. 31 papers had data fraud and required for rejection. Another event, a Chinese scientist, He Jiankui, claimed that he has helped produce the first babies born with edited genomes. This is one of the biggest research scandals of the 21st century. Though he explained he attempts to make them resistant to HIV by editing their genes, people carry that version of the gene might actually have shortened life expectancy, about 21% more likely to die before the age of 76. His doctoral mentor, Stephen Quick, a professor from Stanford, was informed by He Jiankui's research, and he advised He Jiankui report the research to relevant government sectors. However, he never put real effort to stop all of this happening. Another professor, Michael Ding, from Rice University, was found to support and encourage He Jiankui's research about gene editing babies. Bring to an international scale, this is, in fact, ethical dumping. Researchers in a rigorously regulated country conduct experiments in another country that is not allowed or controversial by their home country. So, what's the seriousness of these two problems? We waste billions and trillions of dollars, tons of times, in researches that are either fake or non-valuable and non-moral, when we can actually stop all of this in the first place. OMG is the solution. It will work along three lines at the same time. First, we help people who have doubts to make a sound and to publicize their results. In a larger scale, we will develop softwares that can re-examine the experiment and choose suspect ones, then let real human to repeat them. This does not mean we try to raise doubts to all of these research papers. Our agents will try to make sure the validity of every single doubt before we post it on the website. And by doing so, we try to minimize the possible discouragement we may bring to the research field. Second, we will build a connection with local governments to help them better manage the ethics of scientific research. and increase the publicity to make more people aware of this kind of problems and be familiar with them. Third, we will prepare an emergency program to help institutions or countries suffered from academic blows. In conclusion, I hope one day if you heard another dramatic academic scandal and you yelled OMG, you mean not only the shock, but also the need for the OMG system. Thank you.